Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's all kicking off with Angela Rayner and the police investigation into her chaos and allegedly corruption. Because, obviously, over the last few weeks, we've been talking about the deputy leader of the Labour Party, Angela Rayner, over her hypocrisy and alleged offences by buying a council house through Margaret Thatcher's right to buy scheme and then registering it differently and basically lying about it. Now the police have escalated the investigation. She's about to get arrested and charged completely because it's not just about that. There are multiple allegations, different type of cases and crimes. So the three main areas is electoral law, which is the main one, capital gains tax now, and of course, single person discount. So all this is kicking off, and the interesting thing about it is that the police sources are saying that there is a clear public interest to investigate. Usually they don't do that. I mean, remember with the whole Keir Starmer and curry and beer during lockdown? It wasn't really in our interest, so they cleared them. Information could be referred to partner agencies such as HMRC because of capital gains tax. The move does not imply that there was hard and fast evidence, by the way. They're just investigating it. And Angela Rayner insists that she's done nothing wrong. So the important thing about this is that at least a dozen officers at Greater Manchester Police are now investigating their Labour deputy leader over where she lived in the 2010s and the sale of her former council house in Stockport. Oopsie. They are examining tax matters and other issues on top of the question of whether Angela Rayner gave false information for the electoral register when she lived between two former council houses in Stockport in the 2010s. It's not going well, is it? A source said that it's very well resourced. It's not a single issue. There is a volume of material and a clear public interest to fully investigate. The fascinating part about all this is that Angela Rayner and the likes of her from the Labour Party have always been very quick to call on people to resign, even if they were simply under a plain investigation. Boris Johnson standing next to a birthday cake for about 10 minutes or probably less, making a speech. It was a surprise party for him in number 10 Downing Street, and I'm not even defending that, the hypocrites. But standing next to a cake, the investigation basically just resulted in him getting a fixed penalty notice. It wasn't really a crime in that respect. But even when he was being investigated, Angela Rayner said Boris Johnson as Prime Minister needs to resign. But she herself, Keir Starmer and the rest of the Labour leadership saying, nah, this is different. She's now said, if I get convicted as a criminal, then I will be resigning. Only then. So obviously that should be the case for everybody. But people like Angela have always said that even if you've been investigated as a Tory or a Brexiteer, you must resign. Even if you're actually innocent. You see the problem, right? Double standards when it comes to British politics.